It is May 29th here today, out on one of my permission farms in Iowa. Trying to get food plots in here today. Turkey season just ended in Wisconsin, so we got back home this week, and I got a little bit of work left to do on this plot. I started working it the last couple weeks, spraying it. It's been coming along pretty good. We've been expanding it this year, so I got a couple spots I'm just trying to work up a little bit more, and then we'll be ready. We're gonna put some corn in on the back end of this plot, and then later on this summer we'll come back in on the front half, and we're gonna put a fall blend in from Domain. Looking forward to it though. This is probably my biggest plot I got out of all the farms I can hunt. I got very high hopes on it. It just sets up really nice. So beautiful day out today. Gonna try and get this worked up once more. Then we'll be broadcasting this corn, lightly disking it in, and maybe doing a little bit of a drag on it. We'll see how it looks when we get done disking it this first time, but excited. Should be another good year out here. We got a couple good bucks on this farm that made it through last year, so should be something worth chasing. Well, I can't catch a frickin' break this year on doing food plots. About an hour and a half in and working this plot up, and I figure, I mean, it's good enough to plant. I was gonna do a little bit more on it, but all of a sudden I felt, as I was turning, I felt something kind of burn my leg down by the exhaust, and I look down below and the plastic's melting on the exterior of the four-wheeler, and I looked and this plastic piece busted, so my exterior frame is actually touching right on the, so I don't know what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna take it over to my buddies, see what if there's anything we can do to fix it, or maybe get another four-wheeler in here to finish it up. But it's frustrating every time I try and do something out here so far. Between the four-wheeler, the disc, and the mower, something's broke. So it's been a rough start to food plot season, but I'm gonna load it up, see what we can find out.
Custom.
I just think a little underneath, there's a little bit missing right here.
Okay. Yeah, with that washer on there, that should hold good.
We're back. Alright, so it's now about 2:30. It's been a day. Got the four-wheeler fixed finally. so-so, I should say. I got a couple spots on there. I've been running it, and some of the plastic's still a little hot. We put some insulation on the inside of it, and it's working really good in the areas that we fixed up, but there's one or two spots I need to kind of just go in there and maybe put a little bit more insulation just to make sure that none of that plastic melts in the future. But we got back out here, got this drug up, worked it a little bit more once more, drug it up, and we're gonna put our corn in now. I got an acre of corn seed here. I'm gonna just try and distribute it the best I can and see kind of what our coverage rate looks like, and if I need to do anything else, I might put some beans in here also, but I'm just gonna kind of play it by ear right now. But we got this drug out and leveled out really nice, and then once I get this seeded, we'll hit it again with the drag, I think, and then as long as my coverage is decent with that, I might just leave it like that. I'm hoping I don't have to disc it, because I got it really nice and leveled out right now, so see how it goes. All right, well, it's 3:30 here now. We just got the food plot planted, finally. This has been a big project. We've had a lot of technical issues, four-wheeler breakdowns, disc breakdowns, mower breakdowns, you name it. But we finally got it in today. I ended up putting corn and beans in here just because I went a little bit heavier on my corn and ran out. I did most of the outside. And the main reason I'm going heavier on it is because I just know with broadcasting it, instead of using a planter, I'm not going to get the same success germinating like I would. So went a little bit heavier, pretty much put corn around the whole outsides of this plot, and part of the interior here. The back end was a little bit open still, so we filled that in with beans. And then I just came back through lightly and put beans through the rest of the plot also. So it's going to be a complete mix of corn and beans when it's all said and done. We'll lose some probably to birds and stuff not germinating. And when I come back in here, obviously in 2-3 weeks and spray this, we'll run some over. We'll get some kill off from that. So I'm not too concerned with how heavy I went on it, but we have plenty of bean seed left. We're going to plant into a couple other plots here this year. And then that'll be it pretty much for spring plots, and then we'll be moving right into the fall stuff, getting a lot of our Big Sexy and Dirty Bird and some of the other blends from Domain in the ground here on a few of these other plots on this farm and hopefully on some of the other farms. So good day today. Glad we got this in. Now we just need some rain and get this going here.
You want a site that's built to last, has been proven, has a lifetime warranty, and is made right here in the USA. HHA makes sites for all archers, all skill levels, and for all users. Whether you're flinging arrows in the backyard or going on the trip of a lifetime, trust isn't built overnight. It's built by being #1 for decades. HHA.
Well, it is June 2nd here in Michigan, and out on the home farm today. Got a little bit of food plot work to do, but honestly, it's been kind of a weird year for us here. We do not have as much food plot work to do this year because we got a lot of clover on our farm, and when we just planted that alfalfa field, so more or less maintaining stuff this year. We don't got a whole lot going in. We got an acre to do, and then one other little tiny food plot. Those are going to be fall plots. So for now, in the summertime, pretty much maintaining this clover, keeping an eye on our alfalfa, just spraying and mowing, and that's what we're doing here today. We're in one of our swamp plots, we like to call them. We got two of them, one here in the front, and then we got a path leading to the one in the back. So today we're just going to be taking the tops off of any weeds, getting up above that clover. We got a little bit of grass and stuff and thistle that gets up above that clover, and just come in here with the weed whip and keeping that stuff down. That's kind of what we do in the summer to maintain these plots. And we don't do a hard mowing on our clover in these swamp plots because they get such little sunlight. They're very shaded, so we want to make sure we're not mowing it too short. If we are, we're just barely clipping the tops of this clover in particular, just because of that sunlight. So that's what we're going to do today. We got 2 plots. This one looks really good. The clover's coming up great. It's probably about, I don't know, 8 inches tall, 8 to 10 inches tall. So we're going to get to it. We got a weed whip and I'm ready to go. Just finished up that first clover plot. Looks phenomenal now. Just got back to the second one, and kind of the same deal. Got a little bit of grass and thistle coming up above that clover, so we're gonna get that knocked down with the weed whip. But I've said it before, this little back clover plot is by far our best plot on the farm as far as daylight activity and big bucks moving through here. They move through here all day long, partially due to the bedding being literally right here. And then we got a finger of woods that kind of jets out into the heart of our swamp here. And it just is right in their path of travel. And the deer like to be here all day long. It's shaded most of the time, besides midday right now. Half the plots got some sunlight right now. But dynamite spot, it's about 30 yard by 15 yard little food plot tucked in here. So we're gonna get to it, get weed whipping done, and we'll be done for the day. Well, today's June 4th. Still home in Michigan, and today we're gonna be mowing clover again. A couple days ago I mowed those 2 small swamp plots, got them mowed. Those look pretty dang good. Today we're gonna be mowing some crimson clover. We got about an acre strip of crimson here. We just planted fruit trees in here this spring. We got a bunch of different apple trees, some pears, and then we got some chestnuts in there. So we want to keep it kind of clean around the trees. So we're going to keep crimson here. Crimson is just now turning. It's been flowered the last 3 weeks to a month. It's had a really pretty red flower, and it's starting to die now and drop its seed. So now it's time to come in here and mow that. And I'm going to be mowing that. Pretty much everything we mow between half and a third, taking off the top. Where whatever it is, say it's 6 inches, we'll take 3 to 4 inches, leave 3 to 4 inches of clover. So gonna be mowing crimson, and then we got a little square piece that's gonna be a fall planting. We're gonna plant some sort of brassicas in there. Right now it's just rye and crimson, so gonna go in there and mow that as well. It's provided some good cover this spring for some of the newborns. So Got one other plot too due today as well. It's similar to that, rye and crimson and stuff. That's just up the hill a ways. So we're getting ready for fall planting. This is kind of the first step for us as moving forward. We'll probably keep it mowed and see what it does, and then sometime later this summer we'll spray that little square piece so it's ready for planting this fall. So that's what we got going today. Gonna be on the tractor for a while. We got some rain moving in, so gonna try and get that done before I get wet.